Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about why I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should go out and sign former New England Patriots inside linebacker Juwan Bentley. Now, I have a list of different free agents I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should be interested in post the NFL draft, but I would argue one of the top guys on my list, period, if not the top guy on my list, is Juwan Bentley. He is 28 years old, will be 29 years old by the start of the upcoming season. He was released by the New England Patriots on March 28th, and he has a load of starting experience from his time in New England. He was a fifth round pick in 2018, became a starter for New England, and had been a starter for a good long while. But before we do talk about that, I need to talk about this. Juwan Bentley did suffer an injury in week 2 of the 2024 season. It knocked him out for the entire year. It was a torn pectoral muscle that made him miss the rest of the season after week number 2 in 2024. So we don't know how healthy Juwan Bentley is. I would 100% be happy with the Bucs taking a flyer on this young man. He has had a lot of time to heal from that injury, and I believe he would be fully healthy and ready to go for the Bucs by the start of the upcoming season. I would even say by training camp that he would be ready to go. But that did limit him to 2 games this past year. He did have 12 tackles, a half sack, and 1 quarterback hit. The Pro Football Focus grades were not great. He had a 47.0 overall grade, a 28.7 run defense grade, a 60.1 coverage grade, and a 62.3 pass rush grade. Obviously, this was a incredibly limited amount of playing time, though, for Bentley, which could very well skew that grade to the negative. So let's go back to the previous years. What about 2023 with Bentley? Well, he played and started in 16 games for the Patriots, finished with 114 total tackles, 12 quarterback hits, 4.5 sacks, 3 passes deflected, and 5 tackles for loss. He had an overall grade of 65.8, a pass rush grade of 63.8, a run defense grade of 67.7, and a coverage grade of 59.7. Much better grades, right? And in a lot of those metrics, he's either slightly above average or right around the average marks, which, hey, in my opinion, is still worth the Bucs taking a flyer on. What about 2022? Well, things were much better for Bentley. Much better for Bentley in 2022. He played and started in all 17 games. He had 1 interception, 2 passes deflected, 1 fumble recovered, 3 sacks, 125 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 6 quarterback hits. His grades for PFF were really darn good, folks. An 80.4 overall grade. That was the 13th best linebacker in the NFL that year. A 62.2 overall grade. A 83.8 run defense grade. That was 8th in the NFL. That was actually elite level, according to PFF. And a 72.6 overall grade or coverage grade, I should say. That was 26th out of 182 eligible linebackers. So obviously, if you're bringing in Bentley, you hope at his peak he can be the 2022 version of himself whenever he was 26 years old. It's a couple years since that season happened, but I would argue even if he is his 2023 self, where he is an average caliber to slightly above average caliber starting linebacker in this league, that's fine for the Bucs. You pair him up with Lavonte David, you have a rotation of Servassier Dennis and Anthony Walker Jr. and Deion Jones in there as well. I feel a lot better about that inside linebacker room. And the Bucs did not draft an inside linebacker in 2025. A lot of people have been quick to point that out. I believe Bentley could be a veteran that you could bring in and could certainly help right away. He has played in 83 games, started 68 games at the NFL level. I think that he is a notch above an Anthony Walker. I think that he would even be a notch above a Servassier Dennis. And I like what he brings to the table. I really do. He had 3 straight seasons of 100 plus tackles from 2021 to 2023. Yes, he is a little bit up there in age, but he is younger than 30 years old, which Anthony Walker and Deion Jones are 30 plus years old. And I think that if Bentley does play well, you could bring him back and have him be a starting-esque linebacker for you for the next couple of seasons, which is encouraging to me. So, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions about Juwan Bentley down in the comments section below. I think the Buccaneers should bring him in. I don't necessarily think he would cost a ton of money, and I think that it would give the Buccaneers a very reliable hand in that linebacker room to already add to a couple of interesting veterans in Walker Jr. and Deion Jones, and a young player with some upside in Servassier Dennis. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about this down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.